I mean, you have to. Well, they used
Right.
to say like queens don't make mistakes. I don't know if we still say that, but or they still say that. But yeah, it is so much pressure. And I early on learned for myself that it was what I came to coin as like an elemental show. So like it's one thing to be able to perform it in tennis shoes, you know, in a rehearsal space, holding a thing, you know, how many like salt shakers have become microphones in my life, remotes, like you name it, it's been a microphone in my life. But you know, you put 17 pounds of plastic constricted in a corset and heels and lights and IEMs and I can't hear and then a microphone and then 4,000 people and then who are you?
Yeah.
Then it's 85 minutes of you standing up there. If you fuss, if you know, go up or anything, you got to own that.
Mm-hmm.
That is a learning field if ever, you know, there is one to have. So yeah, especially as an alternate and with the show was fairly new. Not fairly new. The show was new. We learned how to help people learn that show. And so that came by a lot of trial and error. But yeah, I still to this day am like, I remember one time that I jumped the wrong way as Aragon, who's like front and center, and she's like, make some noise. And I jumped the wrong way and was like, I quit. But like, that's the caliber that you're at. You know what I mean? And so learning what actually is sustainable and doable was, oh gosh, it was such a learning curve because I had to figure out how to learn to simulate getting on stage with no notice. Especially like, I think I didn't go on in the first national tour, I didn't go on for Cleves for 8 months. And so, you know, I would rehearse in weighted vests, ankle weights. Conditioning was like non-negotiable. I would run things or do like heated classes, like cardio heated classes, which probably like aren't the best, but it was the closest that I could find to being like, okay, if you're going to put me in a suit of armor and put me on stage and plug my ears, like, who am I then? What am I made of? You know, and I think you crumble.